Just a moment, I will start. Okay, can you see my screen now? It's okay. I don't receive any
yes,
feedback.
thank you.
Thank you for the feedback. So I will share with you a study case regarding the optometrist professionals in Romania. Probably you have been in touch with an optometrist because each person which wear glasses can have to go to the optometrist to make a diagnosis of his eye seeing. So the optometrist, it's in my country, for example, it's more engineering than medical. Okay, a little bit about Romania. Romania, it's a country in East Europe. It's a former communist country. So our education field, it's how to say, it's a little bit how to say, it's continuation of the old system. Okay, in Romania, all the students and all the people can learn for free, so they can pay, because they can pay if they want to go to the second school or the first school or something like this, but for the initial forming they are for free. Okay, and in optometry field there are two big schools. One is the University Politehnica of Bucharest, which is the biggest university for engineering in Romania. Okay, so optometry field, it's a complex one. It's a multidisciplinary. As you can see, optometry comes for optics and metrics. Optics involve all the optical system, which can be mechanical, we can be physical, and also can be anatomical. The metrics, it's defined the eye-seeing diagnostics. We want to see how the health of the eye vision systems of the client. We don't talk about patients, study medicine. We working with clients, okay? So we are diagnostics the problem, if it's a problem of our client, and using the refractometry. So that means we can see if the client needs some glasses or lens or some different mean for improvement his eyesight. Or, of course, we can see if the client has some health problems, and we can recommend him to go to the medic with a doctor. So it's a mixture of optometry with technology, optics, applied engineering, and of course, in our country, we are talking more and more about entrepreneurship and management, because in our country, the optometry can have a small shop where he can provide his services, or he can recommend some glasses or some lens to the client. So it's also about this entrepreneurship. Okay, here it's about we are talking about competencies. We present some competencies regarding the manufacturing of the spectacles of the lens. Okay, we are not talking about this. Of course, there are several occupations. There are several occupations who can of the persons who can work in the field. We are talking, for example, for technicians, which can repair glasses, can mount glasses, can cut the lens, and can manufacture the lens. Okay. We are talking about medical opticians, which are can diagnostic the problems of the health of the clients. And of course, optometrist, we can identify abnormalities, visual problems, or prescribe fit lenses. In higher occupations, we are talking about occupations can be without a bachelor degree or with bachelor degree. With bachelor degree, we have optometrist, we have optical system engineering, optometrical engineering. Okay. The problem is that in Europe, the optometry is not a homogeneous field. In each country, this occupation is interpreted in different way. For example, in Great Britain, it's a medical, you include medical specialists. In France or Switzerland or northern countries, there are more engineers, we are more going to this management, entrepreneurship, selling devices. Okay. And this is why each country have different education for each type, for each optometric engineers. Even they are optometrics or optometrists of optometric engineers. We are separate occupation, but if you learn in, if you have a bachelor, for example, in one country, you can make the services in other countries. It's not a problem. Okay. Now the situation in Romania, we have three possibilities to become an optometrist. One which is with a bachelor degree. It's 4 years. It's engineering. Another, and we have two university centers who can do this. One is University Politehnica of Bucharest, and one is University Transilvania of Brașov. Okay. Another path which optometrists can follow it through a master degree, and Politehnica of Bucharest have a master in this, and also the Alexandru Ioan Cuza of Iași. The master degree, it's 2 years. It's a research master. So that means half of the hours are for education and half of hours are for research. And the last semester, it's all dedicated to dissertation. Okay. Another possibility, it's through so-called post-university courses. A post-university, it's a 6-month intensive program. So, for example, that means it's approximately 1,000 hours of learning. That's including also the individual study. It's not everything in the school. Okay. And there are 3 universities who can provide this type of study. Okay. And now we focus on the master. We have as a study case, the master, it's an advanced optometrist education. Even it's called in advanced, it's providing also the initial, the basic information regarding this field, because everyone who have a bachelor degree can follow this master. As I told you, it's focused on research. So each of the students from the master must have a research which will be finished with dissertation, and in each semester they have to follow piece by piece their research. Okay. Bun, we have here it's presented the number of the graduates and the students. Usually in Romania, the masters must have 25 up to 25 students per class, and with it, this is called the group, and this group can make courses. Okay. The labs or the seminars, we don't have seminars, we have only labs, but we're talking in general way, can be done with half of this group, so with 12 or 13 students. Okay. Usually now it's a little bit outdated admission contest. Usually it's formed by two steps. One is taking into account the degrees of their bachelor on each year, and a motivation interview. Now, for example, in university, it's the studies are started in October, but from February to October, it's a continuous process of admission. Good. Okay. Here we present, I wanted to short a little bit the presentation because it's in my country, it's 1 o'clock already. So we offer 6 competencies. One is for optometric, and one is designs for lens and for alpha compensation methods, or other it's for maintenance or design to optical systems. And we have 3 transversal competencies. For example, to be independent, autonomous in their field of work, to work in teams, and to train day by day, or pay continuous training. All these competencies are split in knowledges and abilities. Knowledges are theoretical parts, and abilities are actual practicing. Okay. Good. Here are presented the final exams. It's comprising of 2 parts. One is presentation of the research they carried out through the 2 years of the masters, and another thing, it's testing their technique, their knowledges and abilities. Okay, and these are always these are done with practical part, with theoretical and practical part, which it's based on the case study. For example, they can took into account 1 or 3 of their clients, and they took icing checkup for distance and for intermediary field or for close field, and after that, after this checking, they can prescribe lens or glasses or contact lens. Okay, this is a short summary of the conclusions, and this is all. Thank you very much.